Yo guys, it's Brittany Taylor coming to you live from a nice walk with my Starbucks. This is actually like the first time in a long time where I really don't like the way I look right now. I'm not feeling my physical appearance. I'm kind of bitchy right now. But it is the first day of my period, which could explain why I'm feeling a little bit bitchy. So just be prepared. But actually, it's kind of like my favorite time of the month too. I start to feel really happy and good around this time. Oh my God, that sun. So say hi to me when you pop on, guys. Hi, Oliver. So I'm having a latte instead of like just an actual straight up coffee like I usually get, because I feel like it's lighter on your tummy. Like sometimes when you drink too much coffee when you have your period, it kind of hurts your tummy. Hi, Beverly. This might be too much information, but you know what? My whole life is TMI. That's just the way it should be. If you're going to be interesting, you need to share too many personal details about yourself, and then people will relate to you more. Hey, Daryl. So I still kind of have my gold digger post on my mind a bit though, because that was pretty fucking funny. People are fighting over there. It's really hilarious. Sometimes you can actually get so famous where you don't even have to defend yourself on your own post because you have a crew of people doing it for you. Just kidding. But that's kind of what's going on. Hi, Polo. Yeah, it's beautiful. I think I'm going to actually go into the bush, you guys. Like, right into the nature. So, I could talk about that, but actually I want to talk about what I titled this live stream. So, what to do when you keep being attracted to people who don't want you back. Like, what is this madness? This is just, it's not how it's meant to be, okay? This is not how your life is meant to be. But yet, you keep doing this, right? And I used to be there. Well, you know, there's always been lots of guys that want me. Let's just be real. But I usually would want the one the most that wasn't wanting me. And this can be a really common thing that we do when we are denying ourselves our soul-aligned life, okay? So the reason this is happening is because you have some core issue of worthiness. I gotta take these headphones out. So you don't feel worthy of the things that you actually desire, okay? Which is why this is showing up in your freaking love life. Oh my God, I'm so not a fan of my face right now. Fuck. It's my period, everybody. Fuck. But you know what? Hey, I'm here doing it. I did hot yoga, like having a Starbucks. The day must go on. I must heal the people. So we're doing this. No matter what, we're doing this. Okay. And like, that's a really rare occurrence when I don't like what I look like. It's like, usually I am obsessed with myself. So let's just roll with it. So here's the thing. Other people are only responding to how you feel about yourself. Okay, it's kind of like a huge setup. It's a huge setup, you guys. And, you know, people can feel it when you don't love yourself. Hi. And it repels them. And your thoughts are actually so powerful that if you think a thought like this, okay, so let's say like you really like someone or you think they're really hot and cute or whatever. But then you think a thought that's like, oh, well, you know, like I'm not like cool enough for that person to like me, or, you know, oh my God, that person's gonna see like I'm wearing no makeup and I'm in my sweatpants and like that guy is gonna never talk to me again now because he saw that, or something like that. Like you'll make up like weird bullshit beliefs like that. But here's the thing. What you believe is always true. So the more you think those untrue thoughts or those worrisome thoughts about, you know, like, well, this person isn't going to like me because of this and this and this, it ends up becoming true. So 100 times out of 100, you guys, I'm going to just sit here for a second. So I'm in the bush. Check that out. Okay. So every single time, okay, And listen to this. Put your ears on for this. Okay, this is really powerful. So every single time that you're in this kind of situation, it is your fault. And it's not necessarily your fault from a conscious mind level, because perhaps you're not even conscious that you're doing this, right? It could be happening like at a more unconscious level. But usually you'll know that you're thinking some thoughts that are not reflecting the truth of your being. Hi, Rochelle. So you're thinking these thoughts, like the ones that I just told you, where you're thinking, oh, well, maybe I'm not good enough, or maybe I'm not like at that person's level, or like that person's not gonna like me. Hello. And cute girl. So you're cursing it. You're cursing this potential relationship before it even happens. And this can be a pattern, like going way back, okay? But also it can just be like a certain situation, like where, like, ladies, this is like sort of more what I was like. So like there's like all these guys, and maybe you like some of them, but the one guy that you really, really like doesn't like you back. But it's because you still have beliefs around having what you really want. Like, sure, you have some good things in your life. You know, life is pretty good. You're grateful, right? You're grateful. But you don't really believe that you can have the thing that you really want. Okay? And this situation is showing you that you don't believe in it. Okay? Because if you fully did believe in it, you would have it with anybody. Okay? And you wouldn't be attracted to those people that wouldn't be able to give it to you. And here's the thing. Who you adore adores you back, okay? In this universe, if you, like, think someone is hot, they think you're hot back. It's just, that is the motherfucking law of life. Hey, Sam. And if it's not happening, it's because you are blocking it with your own negative thoughts, okay? And if, I swear to freaking God, if you do this for a long enough time, which I do, and like I used to have this happen. I'm not just talking to you from this place of like, I'm up here and I've never been there. No, I've totally been there. This was like such an issue for me that I figured out, you guys. I figured it out probably in the past couple of years, which is such a blessing. But it's all belief, okay? So maybe you believe you're worthy of like some sort of good things. So you're attracting some men that you think are like kind of good. I mean, yeah, like I could maybe hang out with them a few times, but it's not the one that I really want, the one that would make me feel so good, the one that I know is the one, right? And so you're kind of blocking yourself. Hair flipping is definitely connecting to soul moves. I do it too, right? It's a very like Leo energy. I've got my moon and Mars in Leo, by the way. So Leo's all about the hair. What was I saying? Yeah, so you're attracting this situation to show you that you don't really believe in yourself. And it can relate to other areas of your life too. It's not just a relationship issue. It's like, it's worthiness right to the core. It could relate to you attracting clients who you really love to work with. Or it could relate to like, you know, anything, like being loved by your family. Like maybe you feel like your family kind of think you're all right, but you know, they don't really fucking love you for who you are, right? But here's the thing. Once you start really like being obsessed with how awesome you are. Oh, Beverly says my moon is in Leo. Yay! Well, maybe that's why we resonate with each other. Once you really start being obsessed with who you are and you love every aspect of you, you know, even on shitty days when you don't feel like you look the best. Like right now, like I still love myself. I'm still here to serve the people on this day when I don't even feel my best. I'm kind of bitchy. I'm on my period, first day. But like once you really start to fully, completely accept yourself, the other people have to accept you back or you won't even be attracted to them. Okay, so like there's a lot of guys, like maybe if you read my last post, I was kind of a shit starter. I did that on fucking purpose, by the way, so that people would start reading my life-changing healing posts. I had to drop some shit about being a gold digger, which is partially true. It's definitely partially true. So the people would start fucking paying attention to me again. And it worked. It definitely worked. Haley says I have a lot of Leo in my chart. Fabulous girl. I can see that. I can definitely see that. So anyways, what was I talking about? Yeah, like, so there's lots of guys that don't like me. Oh, totally. Like, there's guys that are just, like, enraged by me. Like, they think I'm just totally fucked. But I don't give a fuck about those guys. Like, they're not the guys that are like getting me super wet. They're not the guys that are like, that I want anything to do with. So it's just a mutual thing. So who you adore adores you back, but also who you don't give a fuck about doesn't give a fuck about you either, in a natural world, okay, where you are living out like your higher self, you're living out your soul self. But here's what can happen, and like here's what happened for me for a long time, is like I was denying myself my true soul desires for so long. Like my body, I keep using this example of my body because I'm really proud of myself for actually getting fit. And like, you guys, I grew an ass. I didn't always have an ass, you guys, but I've been working out every single day this month, like even for over a month now, and I grew an ass. So I'm like really proud of myself for actually like stepping into fitness this year. But that was something that my soul had been calling me to do, like since I was a teenager. Probably my whole life, my soul had been calling me to work the fuck out more. Like I would always have visions of it. I would sign up for gyms, I would sign up for yoga, and then I wouldn't use it. And like I would have like 2 gym memberships, like I have 2 gym memberships, and I wouldn't go for months, or like if I did go, it would just be like little bitch ass, like wimpy ass workouts. And so consequently, I didn't feel as good as I could have. I still felt pretty good because I'm like the joy of living, you know, like I feel pretty good all the time, even if I don't do certain things. But like I wasn't living out my highest potential. Like I wasn't living my fullest, you know? And so the relationships that I would attract, sure, there was always lots of guys that, you know, liked me. And that was also a belief that I've always had, is like all the guys like me. But like the really, really hot ones, or like the ones that I like really would want to talk to, avoided me or ghosted me, or, you know, whatever the fuck they're gonna do, because my energy was saying like, well, I'm not the best version of myself, so like I can't have the best yet. That's kind of what it is. It's like, I'm not the best version of myself, so why would I be able to have those things that I deem are the best, like those really, really hot guys, or like the really super aligned soulmate clients, you know what I mean? Haley says, leaving for my workout but tuning back to watch later. Good vibes. Yay. Well, enjoy your workout. Fabulous. That's super aligned. Beverly says, I'm working on mine too. 7-8 days Kundalini yoga for me every day. Oh my God, I love Kundalini yoga. I've never actually done Kundalini yoga in a classroom, but I used to have these DVDs, and it was like really hard poses, holding for a long time. And then, but there was also like singing. Is this what Kundalini yoga is? Because holy shit, I need to do that too, actually. This just like soul download just happened. I need to do fucking Kundalini yoga too. I've been doing hot yoga though, which to me, because it's like, feels kind of like you're gonna die. It's kind of a rush for me. Like I need to do those kind of things where it's like, I might die. And so that I feel alive. You know what I mean? And I've been like working out like a lot more with the weights too. So anyways, I don't experience this problem anymore, you guys. I don't feel attracted to men that don't like me back. Like I don't get ghosted. Like I just don't have these experiences anymore. And I know that like those experiences are your fault, because like it's showing you that there's some part of you that doesn't feel worthy, which is in your control. You can change that. You can rewire those beliefs. You can use the Brittany Taylor method and heal that shit, or any other method. And or you're not like, there's some part of you that's denying you something that you want. Like you don't really feel worthy of what you really want. And or it could also just be a belief that's super like Todd says, you got to do things that make you almost die to get a rush. Lethal. No, not always, but like just that feeling of like craziness. You know how people like jumping out of planes and stuff? Like I'm totally down for that kind of shit. I mean, not like actual crazy stuff. I mean, I used to probably do more crazy stuff. But yeah, like there's some part of you that doesn't really feel worthy, and that's why the situation is showing up. Rochelle says, hot yoga is my jam. Breath work, soul loves Kundalini. Yeah, I probably got to get into that too. I'm doing so many things right now, but yeah, that's another thing that I'm going to definitely do again. So I just really want you to know that there is hope in the situation. There's always hope in the situation. You can change this. You can rewire this so that it doesn't happen anymore, where the people that you want don't want you back. It's unnatural for this to be happening, and it's a reflection of something going on within you, okay? It's not because, you know, every guy's an asshole, or every chick's a bitch. It's not that. It's you. Okay, because other people don't have this going on. People like me don't have this, or people like that are in harmonious, happy relationships. They've figured it out. So it's it's you. It's you. Okay, and like, sorry, truth bomb. Like, it's fucking you. And you can change it though. See, like, I like to say that things are your fault, and this pisses people off sometimes too because they want to blame other people. But I like to say that things are your fault because if things are your fault, you can change those things, right? So you can stop doing that thing that's causing it to not happen. And another thing too, I want to share this this experience. I hope this guy won't watch it. Well, I'm not going to say his name. So one time I was sort of like dating this older guy because I like older guys. It's another one of my things. And well, we weren't really dating, we were just kind of like hooking up, but and he said this to me. Okay, he said, oh, like, I like all these younger girls, but they don't like me back. And I was like, that's a belief. Like, that can be different if you just change your mind. And actually, I'm proof that it's not true because here we are. So all you have to do, and I kind of like coached him around it. I was like, all you have to do is just decide all the younger girls think I'm hot. Okay? And I mean, that's just an example for that particular situation. But like, I had to do that too because I started to like older guys. And at first it seemed like the older guys didn't like me back. And then I just changed my mind around it and I realized like, whoa, all the older guys like me back. And then they all did, right? So like, you could have a certain type of man that you really think is hot. Like maybe you like those like muscly gym dudes, but they never want you back or something. And you could just change your mind and say like, they always want me back. And then visualize that, feel it. Like, what would that feel like if that were true? And it will start being true. Rochelle says, I seriously love you. Oh, I love you too. So it's all you. You can change the stuff that's happening, you guys. Okay, now I'm getting cold. I have to walk again and I have to drink this latte. But yeah, like, everything you think is true. So you might as well think some good things about your relationships, okay? Like, you might as well think that people that you think are hot, think you're hot back. That's kind of like my motto. But it has to start with you first, okay? Like, you can't expect other people to like you and want to be around you when you feel like they won't. And that's something I used to feel like too. Like, I used to feel like, oh, people don't really like me. They don't really want me around or whatever. Or like, and everything that I thought was true. It's not really like that now. Well, hi puppies. Hi. 2 dogs right there. So everything you think is true. So if you keep attracting this situation, you have the power to change it. And it could be just like one stupid belief, like with that guy that I told you about. Like, I was like he said that, he's like, yeah, I like younger girls, but they don't like me back. And I was like, what? Like, okay. It's bullshit. It's fake. It's fake news. It's fake news. Because the only reason it is because you said it is. And for the love of God, stop fucking talking to other people about how it is what it is. Unless you want more of what is. And shut up. So you can start to be like me. And some people, you know, they might think you're a little bit arrogant at first. They might think, wow, that person's full of themselves. Because they don't realize that you're creating your reality with your thoughts. So you can just let them be miserable. Continue to be arrogant and attract all the people that you think are hot to you. But it's your choice. But that can be too one of the issues, like one of the things where like we're scared to fully step into our power and hotness is because we don't want other people to think we're too arrogant. That was a huge fear of mine when I started doing this work, and well, not when I first started doing this work because I wasn't being my actual self totally, but like when I first started actually sharing like how I actually felt about situations, like how I've actually always felt about life, I was a little bit scared people would think I was arrogant. And actually, I'm sure a whole hell of a lot of them do. But I think they're losers. So, and they don't understand that we create a reality with our thoughts. So they could just decide to be one of the hot people too. But instead they're gonna just get pissed off at me sorry, I'm on my period. This is coming out more bitchier than I intended it to. This was supposed to be a healing talk. It's turning into me bitching people out. But I just, like, I care so much about you fucking people. Like, you don't even understand. Like, the reason your life is shitty and sucks is because of you. And, like, I used to feel like that too. I used to feel that, you know, there was no hope. Like, the guys that I wanted just didn't want me back. They wanted my fucking best friends and not me. And until I changed my mind around it, I couldn't have what I desired. And now, I mean, I'm sure they want my best friends too. Some of my best friends are quite attractive, but they also want me. But I had to decide that first, okay? So you just have to decide that this issue is no longer an issue, and believe in yourself and your ability to have what you want, because it's all you. And what you believe will always be true. So you might as well put some good shit in your brain. And you might have to, like, do this every single day. All day. Because you probably have been thinking the negative stuff for a lot longer. So you have to, like, rewire your brain. It could take years. Or it could just take a couple quick shifts. I'm not really sure. It's totally personal, right? But you can get to this place of, like, total inner peace with things where you just know that you can be your total self and be loved. And it's natural for what you love and who you love to love you back. It's the most natural thing in the world. And how you feel about people is how they feel about you. Unless you're thinking negative thoughts like, oh, the people that I like don't like me back. And then it's probably bringing up some childhood wound of, like, how your dad, like, didn't pay attention to you, or, like, I don't know, your mom ignored your feelings, or, you know, it always goes back to some shit like that, right? It's always deeper than just this. And it also can show, like, where you're fucking yourself over in other areas of your life. Oh, some random guy said, "You're looking awesome, honey." That's nice, because I didn't feel that I was. You love me. That's nice. I'm not sure who you are. Rochelle says, "Whenever I have a bad thought, I say, I do not receive that, and reword it completely." Yeah. Whoa. I love that. That's a good one. That's really good. So guys, I'm like, keep switching my hands to hold this latte. You do have power. You are in control of your life. As you think, so it is. So, like, I'm just so sick of, like, people messaging me, like, especially guys too, like, who are like, I just can't attract girls that I like, and blah blah, life is sad, and I'm just like, that's because you're saying that. You don't hear me saying that. You do not hear me saying that. So I don't experience that. So just stop immediately with saying this kind of stuff. Like, oh, the people that I want don't want me back. Like, just stop and envision it another way. It doesn't hurt you to make up pleasing scenarios in your head where the people that you love do love you. It's not hurting anyone. Even if it's fake at first, it'll become true later, okay? And the more that you accept and love your actual self, the more the people in your life will accept and love you. Hi, Mom. And quite often what happens, and I've had this happen a lot too, is like, once you rise to a new level of self-love, some of the people that you most wanted, like when you were younger, like, I don't know, they'll start wanting you back. And then you're like, well, now I don't care, but like, this is so perfect because I used to really like you a lot, and now you like me. It's kind of like when you become successful and then everybody wants to be your friend, but like before they didn't. It's kind of like that with love. It's always like that, right? So, but see, can you see though how it was really you all along? Because now that you've, rose to this new level within yourself where you feel super confident and hot and awesome, now people like you, but it's it's not them that changed, it's your energy, because now you like you. Okay, and you can do this with clients too. Sometimes clients won't be giving a shit about you, like you feel like you're not getting the right clients or whatever in your business. But as soon as you like rise into your own worth and knowing of the awesome value that you provide for the people that work with you, they start falling out of the sky. And like I had this happen really recently. Someone that I really look up to and I wanted to work with her like for a long time, she reached out and hired me. And it was like when I stopped giving a shit about finding clients, like I was just like fucking going skiing and like doing like cool shit all the time, which is what I always do. And then that happened. And like that should be a regular everyday occurrence. It's not yet, but I'm sure it will. And like for you too, like that's how good shit gets to be. If you just accept it and allow it and know that that's how worthy you are. Like, I'm talking guys or women that are way better than even the ones you're currently like thinking about, like the really awesome ones. Like men that are just like so out of this world, next level amazing, like reaching out to you in the perfect way that you want them to every day. Or like clients that are like people that you think are the coolest people that ever could exist, like reaching out to you. That is your natural state. That is how loving this universe is. But the reason why it isn't for you is because you just don't believe it gets to be that good. And I have this too, like I still have this a bit, like sometimes where I have this energy of like this little kid who's ignored, or no, I wasn't really ignored as a kid actually, but like I have that feeling of like being kind of like left out, and like, you know, other people are doing cool shit and I'm like just like not or whatever. And and that feeling will kill you because it'll make that true. And you don't want that to be true. So just choose different beliefs about things. Like you're not left out. You're not like left out of love. You're not like ignored. You're not left out of money. Like money's not like running away. Like love isn't running away. Like it is what you decide it is. Beverly says, I love that you went skiing and did a live. I want to go skiing. Yeah, I want to go. I think I might go at the end of this week, but then I'm going to Hawaii at the end of this week too. So I got to like fit it all in. Life is so hard. It's so fucking hard. I don't know how I'm gonna fit in skiing before I'm at the beach. Holy shit. So stay tuned for pictures of me in my thong bathing suit being awesome at the beach. Might be pretty. Might be a pretty sight. But also, I'm purposely, like, I'm going to Hawaii for 15 nights. Usually I would bring like 10 books and I would read every single book on a trip like that. Like every day I would be reading, and I just like read really fast. But this time I'm only gonna bring like 1 or 2 books, and I'm gonna write books, like 2 6-hour plane rides. I'm gonna write my books. I'm gonna be a published author by the time I get back from this fucking trip. Except I don't know how to do any of that shit, like publish a book. But I don't think I have to. I think if I just write the book, then I'll like do a Facebook status. I'll be like, hey, who knows how to publish a book? And then like everybody will help me, right? Like duh. Ashley, hi beautiful, hi. Oh my God, this guy just asked me to marry him. Fuck's sakes. You need my message because your energy is repelling me. So you need to change your mindset about women on the internet, okay? That's my gift to you. And I mean that with so much love and compassion for you. Anyways, that's probably all I wanted to say, you guys. What am I selling right now? I'm kind of like in between selling things, but there is still space to work with me one-on-one for my 6-week package. And also I'm going to relaunch my instant healing course, so where I teach you my Brittany Taylor method of healing. But I'm gonna relaunch that when I'm in Hawaii, so it'll probably be in like 2 weeks, but stay tuned for that because it's fucking amazing. Kat says, I published my book, reach out when you're ready, happy to help. Oh my God. See how everything is just like so perfect? Like as soon as you need help with something, someone's there to help you. It's another like manifestation thing that I believe. I just believe people are there to help me, and then they are, and then there you are. Thank you, Kat. I really appreciate that. So yeah, I'm super excited about life, you guys. We'll talk super soon. And if you want to work with me one-on-one, message me to sign up for that. And yeah, see you on the flip side. I need to get inside and put my hands in my pockets because it's so cold. It's actually not that cold. It's not even winter over here in BC. It's like 10 degrees or so, and it's cold enough that my hand is cold. So love you all so much. Thanks for joining me. We'll talk super soon. And remember, you came for the joy of living. Bye.